Hi, I'm Linda from English Learning Mind Map. Today, we will learn about anger management. Anger management. To channel frustration and exercise restraint through anger management, we must learn to master our impulses. Basically, we are using natural word pairings to talk about staying calm when we are mad. Emotional volatility. As a core pillar of anger management, understanding emotional volatility helps us recognize when we might lose composure and flare up. In simple terms, some people get angry very quickly, and we need to know why. Flashpoint Identification. Flashpoint identification is a branch of emotional volatility used to pinpoint causes and recognize patterns in our behavior. This means finding the exact moment we start to feel annoyed so we can stop it early. Specific triggers. By identifying specific triggers, we can see when someone is trying to push buttons or spark outrage in us. To put it simply, we are learning what pokes us so we don't get super angry when it happens. Visceral arousal. Visceral arousal serves as a physical sign of emotional volatility, causing us to feel tension and clench fists. Essentially, your body gives you clues, like your hands getting tight, that you are becoming furious. Adrenaline surges. When adrenaline surges occur during this phase, you might feel your heart race and chemicals flood the system. In other words, your body is getting ready for a fight, and you have to tell it to relax. Cognitive restructuring. Cognitive restructuring is a vital branch of anger management used to reframe thoughts and challenge assumptions about others. Basically, we are changing the story in our heads so we don't feel so insulted. Perspective shifting. Perspective shifting is a core part of cognitive restructuring where we try to see differently and broaden views of the situation. This means trying to understand why the other person did something that made us mad. Empathetic Outlook. By adopting an empathetic outlook, we learn to show mercy and extend grace even when we are annoyed. To put it simply, we are choosing to be kind to someone instead of shouting at them. Rational analysis. Rational analysis is a functional layer of cognitive restructuring used to weigh evidence and assess impact before reacting. In short, we use our logic to see if being angry is actually going to help or just make things worse. Logical evaluation. Through logical evaluation, we can think clearly and maintain objectivity despite the heated moment. Effectively, we are keeping our cool and not letting our feelings hide the truth of the situation. De-escalation tactics. De-escalation tactics are a critical requirement for anger management to defuse tension and lower volume in a room. Effectively, we are trying to cool everyone down before a small argument becomes a big fight. Conflict diffusion. Conflict diffusion is a strategy within de-escalation tactics used to break cycles of anger and offer apologies. This involves doing something unexpected, like saying sorry, to stop the fighting immediately. Strategic silence. By practicing strategic silence, we can hold one's tongue and pause briefly to avoid saying something we regret. Simply put, we are choosing to stay quiet for a second so we don't say something mean. Interpersonal diplomacy. Interpersonal diplomacy is a technical application of de-escalation tactics to negotiate peace and bridge differences. In simple terms, we are acting like a polite leader to help everyone get along again. Measured responses. To succeed in diplomacy, we use measured responses to weigh words and speak softly to the other person. This means picking our words very carefully and using a quiet, calm voice to stop the anger. Constructive venting. Constructive venting is a fundamental goal of anger management to voice concerns and release pressure safely. Basically, we are letting the anger out of our system without hurting anyone else's feelings. Assertive communication. Assertive communication is a core part of constructive venting used to state needs and stand one's ground fairly. This means telling people what is wrong without being a bully or shouting at them. Direct dialogue. Through direct dialogue, we can address issues and speak plainly about what is making us feel upset. In other words, we talk about the problem face to face in a simple and honest way. Cathartic release. Cathartic release is a practical goal of constructive venting used to blow off steam and find closure after a conflict. Essentially, we are finding a healthy way to let the mad feeling leave our bodies. Physical outlet. Under the umbrella of cathartic release, finding a physical outlet helps to burn energy and take a walk to clear the mind. To put it simply, we go for a run or walk away to let our body cool down naturally. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more English lessons.